This video is for packing a backpack or bag for Disneyland as you go around the park and bringing your own stuff in. If you want to bring your own stuff in and have a few more items, you will want to bring a backpack or a purse. I will show you ways to do both. The backpack will work for the whole family or multiple people, and the purse is just on your own, small purse, and what's worked for me in the past. We have traveled to Disneyland a lot. I had flight benefits working for the airline, and I also bought the annual pass, and so most years we went several times, like 10 to 20 times a year. So these were my strategies for doing that. So any backpack, it doesn't have to be a specific one. This one is what I have. So you want to make sure that you bring sunblock and apply it a couple times throughout the day. So this has a little side pocket here and then a main area. So I'm going to do both. I like fruit that you can peel or kind of has its own casing. Bananas, you should eat kind of early on if you're going to bring them because they will get bruised. Cuties or oranges, they stay really nice. Also, these are really good snacks and can sometimes substitute a whole meal. If you have a couple of those, some fruit, maybe some chips, is this tuna salad kit. And I think that there may be different brands, but Bumblebee makes them. Chicken, and then this one's tuna. It's already mixed in the can, and you just scoop it onto the cracker, and it's a really satisfying snack in between meals, or really if you double them up, you can kind of make a little meal out of it. Depends on how big of an eater you are. I like a lot of individual wrapped things. I think it just works better if you have dirty hands. A couple of beef jerky sticks that can also kind of tide you over and last longer than just some junk food. And raisins, peanut butter, granola bars. And you don't have to bring all of this. If you're going on multiple visits, kind of switch it up. Do some on one trip, some on another trip. These hold up really well in the bag. Pringles, but they're individual sizes. Also, that way everyone's not digging their dirty hand into the large tube, but even the large tube is very good for this compared to a bag of chips because it really helps them to stay whole and not crushed down. But I like these that way if somebody in your group doesn't want to use hand sanitizer or whatnot, you're not spreading as many germs by digging in and out. There's these individual peanut butter, and you can use the crackers that are in there, or you can just use a spoon. Something you can grab it on your way out of breakfast or bring it from home, but there's this. Also, you could reuse, there's a tiny spoon in this that you can rinse off or wipe off and use for the peanut butter. But that really helps to tide you over with that also. Just some individual wrapped licorice, and then suckers, really good for kids when they're in the stroller or just walking around. Be careful they don't trip though and stab themselves, but that keeps them occupied. I just get this at the bank. But you could also just buy some, but if you're going to the bank before you leave, just grab a few extra suckers. For water, you want to stay hydrated. This is a collapsible water bottle, and so you can put it in here and then fill it up as you go. There's drinking fountains all over the park. You could also bring a water bottle or buy it there and just continue to refill it throughout the day. And then also the different restaurants do give out complimentary cups of water. You could ask them for some cups of water or stop by any drinking fountain, just have a drink. Just make sure you're staying hydrated. It's very important. If you have very little kids, you might want to buy these bibsters. That way they don't get dirty and then you can just throw them away afterwards, or bring your own bib and just wipe it off after you're done. but that's always important. I have this really compact fan. Sometimes I like to use the fan that has the mister, but not always. It really weighs down the bag. Just depends on how hot it is. If you have a stroller, it's easy to put it in the cup holder, but if not, it does kind of weigh it down, but sometimes it's hot enough to justify that weight. And then again, just individual sizes are so good for snacks. So you're also going to want to bring your sunglasses. And so I like to keep them in something. I have these 2 individual bags. I think it helps to keep it gathered together so when you get in there you can find it easily. This one has tissues, hand wipes, and hand sanitizer, and I'm going to put that in the side pocket here. And this one is just some personal items that I like to have with me. Some lotion. My hands get really dry, so every time I wash it I have to add lotion. I just don't like the feeling without it. Some mints. These are my favorite mints. Some lip balm, some blotting papers, a hair tie and scrunchie. Just sometimes your hair gets going all over the place or it's extra hot and you just want it off of your neck. So I like to keep that in the bag, so I do have that option. And then it's up to you, but I like to sometimes add a little bit of lip color. So little stick is convenient. And I have asthma, so I keep my inhaler with me just in case. And then I keep my ID, some cash, and a credit card. And then if you are bringing a backpack, other people can add their items to the bag too. You don't want to make it too heavy or else it's not very fun when it's your turn. So try to keep it light, try to keep it small. Have things that you actually want to eat so it gets lighter throughout the day. There you go, got a bag. It's not too big. Most of our food items are fairly light, so it's not too bad. So this is just bringing a small purse that you can wear crossbody or on your shoulder. It fits into most of the seat back pockets when you get on a ride, but it is so small that if you had it on the side of you, it's not a big deal. A lot of the same items from the other things. So just a few credit cards and ID. I like to put that in the part that zips closed. Okay, and then I'm going to do the lotion, lip balm, blotting paper I'm going to put in the middle pocket kind of near my ID. And then the inhaler in this front pocket. For this one though, I'm going to bring a small thing of sunscreen. And then a hair tie and scrunchie. But really, if you just bring the hair tie, should be good enough. And just to make things more compact, I have this very small thing of mints. I refill it with my favorite ones. Okay, and then sunglasses we're going to put in this middle area also. And the little lip crayon. I'm going to bring tissues and hand sanitizer in the back pocket here. And this is a pretty compact purse. And then with this one, you can put the very back, you can slide in your phone, and that way when everything's zipped, you can still get it in and out. Okay, so this is it. And then it's just really small, and you can wear it next to you. It's not heavy. You can bring yourself a snack. It does fit in there also. And then some M&Ms, and I get cold easy, so I love this sweater. It compacts really small, but it's warm enough so when it's pretty cool in the mornings, you can wear it, and then when you're done and it's the middle of the day, but you might want it later, I like to just tie this off to the side. It's just hanging behind you a little bit, but it feels better than it tied around your waist the whole day. And it's really just small on the side. And then also sometimes you're wearing the ears, it starts to get a little sore, or some of the rides you don't want to wear it on. This just slides right in here. You can walk around with it. Just make sure that it is slid down all the way to the bottom. Really compact. I don't eat a lot of snacks throughout the day. I just have a couple of meals there, or if I do have a snack, that I buy something small. So sometimes it's easier than bringing in a whole backpack. For me, this works. Once my kids are a little bit older, this worked for me. And then the kids would do their own thing. And I would just grab water throughout the park as I went and with my meals. Let me know what works for you, what you've done. I would love to know your tips and tricks too, to improve any of mine. And let me know if you tried any of these, what worked for you. Thanks for watching.